My name is Susie Green and I am the CEO of Mermaids. Mermaids is a UK-based charity. We've been running for 25 years and we support trans and gender diverse children, young people and their families. We offer a range of services. We have a helpline, email and web chat service that runs 9 a.m. till 9 p.m, Monday to Friday. We also offer training into organisations across the country. We have a legal advocacy service. We also have a service for online groups. So we have a parents group and we also have an online youth group. Those are opportunities for people to talk to one another, to share their stories and to gain peer support from one another. We hold events across the country for families, young people to attend, and we particularly want to engage with the young people themselves in those circumstances.
Hi, I'm Jay and this is my video.
Hi, my name's Sabrina.
Hello, my name is Emily.
Hi, I'm Tobias.
As far as Mermaids is concerned, what we want to see is a better life and less prejudice and discrimination towards trans children and their families. And so that's the basis of the work that we do. I'd like to say hi to everybody out there. Thank you so much for your support and stay safe. Thank you.
I found my child wearing clothing associated with a different gender. How can I support them and create a safe space for them to explore and express themselves without damaging their confidence and our relationship?
Regardless of age, I think it's really important that children and young people are given the freedom to dress and express themselves in ever which way they like without judgment. Children and young people will absolutely want to be able to wear what they like, and there might be times when they really want to give something brave a go, and it's incredibly important that if they ask for comments or if you feel that they're looking for reassurance, to confidently be able to say, you look good in that. Absolutely what you want to avoid is, even if your first reaction might be, I think possibly they're going to be perhaps drawing attention to themselves a little bit there, just kind of say, wow, where did you get that? That looks really good. And try to be as positive as possible, because you want them to be able to do that again. You want to be able to keep that open conversation with them. You do not want them to feel as though you've judged them and you've thought something a little bit negative, or you've put them on a back foot, really.
How can I educate myself and other family members about the trans and non-binary community?
I think it's really important to connect with other people who are experiencing the same thing that you're going through. I think that particularly for parents who might be incredibly worried and perhaps have really no previous education about being gender diverse or non-binary or trans, I think that by connecting with your own local community, for LGBTQ community, but also there are plenty of occasions and events that usually happen within the calendar year that enables you to be able to connect with the trans community. You've got usually there's Pride, there's TDOV, which is Trans Day of Visibility. This is a really, really educational day about, there's a huge lack of visibility for trans, gender diverse and non-binary folk. Trans Day of Visibility enables a new education about listening to people of trans experience and meeting people who've had broken down barriers and done many special things with their lives, and then now are activists in enabling a better community for young people coming through and just trying to find out their true identities. I think it's, at Mermaids, I'm really glad that we enable safe spaces for children, young people and their families. I think this can be incredibly important. And Mermaids provide a fabulous safe space for families, because it is something that can be really quite emotional and create an immense amount of worry for parents. Parents can feel quite at a loss and feel a sense of loss as well. They don't know what to do next, how to support their child. And by entering into a welcoming, safe space like Mermaids meetups and other local trans support groups, I think it enables a real sense of confidence in the approach that you're using to face transition. If you're supporting a loved one, you know in your heart of hearts perhaps how you want to ensure a safe space for them so they can explore that in the most comfortable place. You want to make sure that you are supporting them confidently, because the more confident you appear in your support, people will feel more assured by that, particularly family members. I think that can be really important, and you can get a sense of that from speaking to others that have provided that same safe support. I think it can also help if you ask somebody who's transitioning if there's somebody that they have met that has really helped them, whether it's a book that they've read, whether it's a YouTuber that they've followed. Certainly some of the teens that I have spoken to really find that some listening to significant people on YouTube who have recorded their journey, this has really helped them to feel self-assured and not so isolated and lonely in their thoughts and feelings about being gender diverse. And thankfully, there's a great amount of literature out there now. There's a Trans Teen Survival Guide by Alan Fox Fisher. Juno Roche has written a book about children's experiences and spoken to parents too, and that's an incredibly interesting book, and again gives a real depth of understanding. It can really help when you're trying to explain what's happening in your family to other family members and friends. It's incredibly important to give a positive message, and you want to be able to confidently also say when things are difficult so that they're able to offer the support you might need.
I think my child might be trans. Should I ask them, or should I wait for them to tell me?
It can be very difficult for anybody to tell somebody they care about a great deal that they feel they could be trans. It can take an even longer time for somebody to acknowledge to themselves and come to terms with it themselves. So it's something that can't be rushed. You might be feeling a real sense of clues and know that there's something bothering them, bothering a child. It can be important if you get the opportunity to show your support for somebody who's trans or gender diverse, so that offers some reassurance to somebody. So just be aware that any kind of positive comments that you can manage to get across can be really helpful in helping the child, young person, the adult come to terms with it themselves, and in turn be able to tell a trusted person. It's amazing just how much somebody might have their radars on to see because it can be that somebody will feel as though that people are going to be negative. That can be somebody's preset, and if you can do something to change somebody's mind, that actually you're open-minded, you're supportive, you embrace the trans community, then that in turn, it's not pushing somebody to say, it's not encouraging somebody when they're not quite ready, but it is just letting somebody know that you'll be there for them if you in fact did want to speak about being gender diverse.
What happens if they change their mind? Is this common?
If somebody changes their mind, this might be part of a process of them feeling able to be confident and comfortable outside in society, being able to go to school, being able to go to college or out with friends. Sometimes people face negativity from others. They may even be facing some negativity within, And it might take somebody quite some time before they feel comfortable and confident to be able to express themselves and be able to be sure about their identity. Actually, it's quite healthy to be able to be given the opportunity to be supportive so that somebody can be honest and open that they're grappling with their identity. And it may be that somebody comes across as perhaps being gender fluid sometimes. And actually, is it important to hang a label? Actually, being able to being given the freedom to be who they feel they are on a daily basis and without label can be incredibly important.